Hi everyone, Colin here and welcome back to an aquarium video. One of the exciting things about having a heavily planted aquarium is that many of the creatures that live in the tank are going to breed. They may breed in small amounts or in large amounts, and it may be a good thing or a bad thing. And it turns out that in this aquarium I have in my dining room, I've got shrimp that are breeding out of control. And as well as the shrimp, there's also fish. So I've got a little tiny tetra swimming about at the moment, one of the emperor tetras. And I've just discovered I've got a whole heap of bristlenose catfish babies. And these bristlenose are a type of catfish called an ancistrus. And I keep these in my aquarium specifically for controlling algae. They're part of my cleanup crew along with the Siamese algae eaters. So I have these catfish for a reason to keep my tank clean, attractive and presentable, but they also are a fish that does breed quite easily. I had my very first batch of these bristlenose babies at Christmas, and I expected to get a number of them to survive, but as the months went by I found that they all just disappeared. And the reason for that is they've got company in the aquarium. And sometimes baby fish are just not in a safe place when they're living with other fish, even in peaceful community aquariums. You would think that a fish which is called a shark would be one of the worst predators you could have, but in fact this one is not a predator at all. In fact, the real predator are the betters. And in this aquarium I have a male betta, which is a very spectacular feature fish. He's having a ball living in this tank, and he's got a partner. This is a female betta. Now they are specialist predators, and they are a fish that is always on the prowl, always on the hunt, looking to find small insect prey, or in the case of baby fish, whatever fits in the mouth is going to be dinner. And if you watch bettas closely, they just stalk around an aquarium and you can see them actively thinking whether what's in front of them is going to be food or not. So I've had to take some of these new bristlenose babies and put them in a safe place. Otherwise they would be definitely eaten by these betta fish. So this catching net is now going to be a makeshift temporary safe haven, and this net will house, so far there's 2 I've managed to find in the tank. This net will be their home for about 6 to 8 weeks until they're big enough not to be bite-sized. So I've weighted the net down with these little bio balls that I had from my filters, and the piece of wood in there is going to be a main source of food. There's going to be some biofilm which grows on that wood that the catfish will continuously graze. It's strange that these shrimp are just so safe, but when you watch them you see how fast they are. They're incredible. And the bettas are really an ambush predator. They just often wait and sit, and they'll get very close to unsuspecting prey and they will pounce. But it's remarkable that so many shrimp in this aquarium are completely safe and in no danger whatsoever, just because they are so fast at getting out of harm's way. And I've got big clown loaches in this tank, the red-tailed shark you saw before, a number of good size tetras, the emperor tetras, and I'm sure some baby shrimp are being eaten, but goodness me, I've got hundreds and hundreds of red cherry shrimp in this tank. And here you can see the male betta, and he is just watching and getting ready to pounce if he can just get close enough. And he will do this all day. And there are shrimp that are just everywhere all around him, so close. And as soon as he just gets too close, they're gone. So this tank is overrun with shrimp. They are everywhere. And I've got some food tidbits on the inside of this net. Little oatmeal flakes, which are there for the baby catfish to graze on. And it's attracted these shrimp. These shrimp are actually feeding on the oatmeal flakes from the other side of the net. And every time I put any food in the net for the baby catfish, shrimp just cover the outside of that net, and they just reach through and they just start feeding away. It's something to see. So it's really interesting having baby creatures in your aquarium. Sometimes it's things that you like, other times maybe not so much. In the case of these catfish, I've decided to get involved and actually make sure I keep these 2 little catfish out of harm's way. So thank you for watching. I hope your tanks are going well. If you've enjoyed this, click that notification bell and subscribe.